Hi everyone, it's Farhan Dalla, spiritual personal trainer and angel therapist for this week's angel card reading for August the 12th. And this week, I want to encourage you to try and step out and try new things. Change routines, break old patterns, and look for some newness in how you can create it in your life. And a very simple way is, for example, if you walk. And I walk every morning for about half an hour. And I try and walk a different path every morning. So I try not to do the same routine each day. And I look for different ways in my neighborhood that I can become creative and look for new ways and pathways to walk or in different directions. So I did that, of course, this week, and I happened to have a neighbor that I'd never met before, and she stopped and started to ask me questions about my exercise routine, and she found out what I did, and now she's interested in becoming a client. So breaking old patterns can lead to all kinds of newness. It can create new relationships, it can create new patterns and new programming, but you have to be willing to step out of your boundaries. And this week is all about new comfort zones and kind of stepping out of your habitual patterns. And it could be something as simple as your walking routine. And just watch how just doing that creates a new sense of awareness and brings new energy into your life. So it's a very simple process. Think of how you could be creative in your route to your work or your job in the mornings. Do you take the same bus, the same car, and the same route? See how you can change that up and see what kind of newness and excitement it can bring towards your life by changing old patterns. So I'll leave that with you. And so this week's spread is very similar to last week's, and the energies seem to be um, kind of in alignment with changing our life patterns and calling on for support. Because many of us sometimes, even me, we get into situations, we get into the fear factor of things, and we forget that we have all this divine support ready and waiting to help us. And that said, if you picked card number one, this card comes from Archangel Raphael, and it's the Angel Therapy card. And you're likely have pulled this card because you're asking or in need of healing in a particular area of your life, be it physical or emotional. And Raphael is the healing angel, and he's ready to work with you on any aspect of healing that you desire, but you have to be willing to ask. So perhaps you weren't sure where to start or what to do. I always say, start with asking for peace. If you're really not sure what to ask for, start with asking for peace. And some people ask me, well, how do I ask? It's very easy. It's just a matter of saying, angels, please help, and then fill in the blanks with help me with what. So take a few minutes after this video, and if you're in need of any type of healing and you have never worked with Raphael, just simply take some deep breaths, come into a state of relaxation, and invoke the presence of Raphael by saying, Raphael, please come and help me with, and then just fill in the blanks after that with whatever you need help with, and then just allow Raphael's emerald green light to fill the presence of whatever area that you need healing with. And this doesn't take a lot of work, it's just maybe a couple of minutes is all you need. Okay? But remember, you have to ask because they will not interfere with your free will. Card number two comes from Archangel Ariel, and Ariel is saying to spread your wings. So now you're in that place where you're ready to make that move, take the next step, whatever it is that you're seeking towards and making changes in your life, and you're feeling uncomfortable about it. Perhaps you're a little bit scared. Well, fear is a normal part of any change. Trust me, I know this for my own self. When I left my job as a physiotherapist, you can better believe that I still felt the fear, but I still did it anyway. And I knew that I had support and divine guidance helping me along the way. But what you want to do is just turn the volume of that fear down and recognize that when you're stepping into unknown territory or you're moving into areas you're really not sure about and you have some uncertainties, you're going to naturally be afraid with the possibilities of some of the things that can happen in the future aspects of it. But you have divine support, and Ariel is here saying, spread your wings and go for it. This is the time. Take that action. It could be making that phone call. It could be sending that email. It could be filling out your resume. Whatever it may be, this is the time, and the energies are very high in helping you to manifest your dreams and desires at this time. But feeling uncomfortable and being a little bit scared is part of the process, okay? And then finally, Card number 3 is the Prioritize card, and this comes from Archangel Metatron. And Metatron is saying that make whatever you love your priority and schedule time to do the things that you're passionate about, what makes your heart sing, what you love to do. You're brushing those things aside and you're putting it at the bottom of the totem pole. Well, dear loved one, the angels are saying that when you do that, you operate at a lower vibration. So when you are doing things that you love and when you are doing things that make your heart sing, you are raising your vibrational energies and you are now presenting your best self to everyone, and that includes the people that you work with, and that includes your families, your relationships, and more importantly, the relationship with yourself. If you're having trouble with finding the time, okay, and making time on your schedule, ask Archangel Metatron, who's the angel to help with scheduling, to make the things that you do, that you love to do, sorry, a priority in your life. And it could be something very simple. It could be something that doesn't take a lot of time. I know that I've been talking to some moms this week who are making everybody in their lives a priority but themselves. And so they're feeling disconnected and they're feeling like um, they're not getting any enough time for themselves. So I will say this, it doesn't take much, but at least do one thing that you love to do and call on Archangel Metatron for help with that. Okay, that ends this week's angel reading. It's always a pleasure to do these readings for you. If you have any questions, or if you have an interest in your own spiritual personal training needs and you'd like an angel reading or some coaching, please feel free to contact me at my website, farhandala.com, or inbox me on Facebook. Please like or comment on this video or on my Facebook page to let me know if you're enjoying these readings and some of your feedback. All right, till next time, all my love. Angel blessings.